Welcome back, friends. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about canonical LR parser. By simply, it is meant as CLR parser. So comparing to the three types of parsers, that is SLR, CLR, and LALR, this canonical LR parser, that is CLR parser, is most powerful parser. So because the CLR will eliminate most of the errorness in the grammar. So, and it will not fall under any ambiguous grammar. So comparing to SLR, the CLR and LALR will identify the look ahead symbols. So that's why it is mentioned as LR of 1 items. So in SLR, we mentioned the closure items as LR of 0 items, where we are not going to identify any look ahead symbols. So the look ahead symbols can be terminals or dollar. The purpose of using the look ahead symbols is we are going to decide the parsing of the input string with the help of these terminals, with the help of the terminals or dollar, that is called as look ahead symbol, which cannot be performed in SLR parser. So we are taking the same production rule what we took for SLR parser. So in order to identify the difference between the SLR and CLR, so but comparing to SLR, CLR will produce more number of states. So in SLR, for the same problem, we have obtained the states from I0 to I6, totally 7 states. Here we will be obtaining I0 to I9. So totally 10 states will be there in CLR, but comparing to SLR, it is most powerful. So the step one is identifying the augmented productions. The augmented productions will be given for the start symbol. So here the start symbol is yes. So we are naming this augmented start symbol as S dash tends to yes, and the remaining production rule as it is. And the step two is we have to compute the first position of the non-terminals. Here the first of S is first of non-terminal C. So identify first of C. So we can obtain first of C as well as first of S. So first of S equal to first of C. So first of C equal to terminal C and terminal D. So first of S equal to C comma D. First of C equal to C comma D. After identifying the first position, then the step two is we have to compute the LR of 1 items. That is, we are going to compute the go to operation by using the closure operation. So this is our production rule. First production rule, S dash tends to dot S. So we know that closure operation means that go to operation means. So in the right hand side of the production rule, we will be including a dot at the first position of the production rule. So dot S comma, this dollar is the look ahead symbol here. So why we are mentioning dollar means at the initial stage, we are including dollar. For all the problems, yes, for the augmented grammar, at the initial stage, the look ahead symbol will be dollar. So now after this dot, we are having a non-terminal yes. Again, derive this non-terminal yes. It can be mentioned as yes tends to dot CC. So these procedures are similar to SLR parser. Only difference is identifying the look ahead symbols. So S tends to dot non-terminal C, comma. So now the look how we can identify the second look ahead symbol is go to your parent production rule where it is derived. So this is the S dash tends to dot as the parent production rule. So now you see here, assume that if the dot is moving to the next position means it will be going after yes, yes. So okay, now it will become yes dot. So now the dot is here means after this dot, there is no symbol. So at the time we have to include the look ahead symbol what it is present in the parent production. So the parent production contains dollar. Okay. Now after this dot, there is a non-terminal C. Again, expand this. Non-terminal C tends to dot terminal C and non-terminal C, comma. Now, how to identify the look ahead symbol for this production rule is, now you see here, what is the parent production rule for this production rule? This is the parent production rule. S dash tends to dot C, C. So now the dot is here. Just move the dot to the next position. So now the dot will be here. After the dot, one non-terminal C is there. So now identify the first position of this non-terminal C. What is the first position of the non-terminal C? If any symbol is present after this dot means you have to identify the first position of your left hand side non-terminal. So now your left hand side non-terminal is C. So now your left hand side non-terminal is C. So C equal to so you have to identify the first of C. So first of C equal to C comma D, that will be mentioned as in the look ahead symbol. The next thing is C tends to dot D comma. Now what will be the look ahead symbol? So again you have to see the parent production rule. So after this dot the C is there. So what is the first of C? First of C is C comma D. Okay, that will be mentioned as the look ahead symbol. So now this is the I naught production rule. Now expand the I naught go to operation. So now go to of I naught comma yes. So after this dot yes is there. So go to of I naught comma yes. Yes dash tends to yes dot comma. Initially we will be having dollar, that is mentioned as I1. Then go to of I naught comma C. So go to of I naught comma C means so non-terminal C. So it will become S tends to C dot C comma initially it has dollar, so mention as it is. Now after this dot non-terminal C is there. Non-terminal C tends to dot terminal C non-terminal C comma. How this look ahead symbol came is, so after this is the parent production rule. After this, when this dot has been moved one position to the right hand side, now the dot will be here. Okay, now the dot will be here. After that, there will not be there is no components. So this dollar will be mentioned as it is here. Okay, so next thing is C tends to dot D comma, the look ahead symbol is dollar, that you know, because this after when the dot move one position to the right hand side, that will be here. After this no symbol, so this this look ahead symbol dollar will be present here also. So this is how we can identify I2. Next, go to of I naught comma C, small terminal C. So where this I naught, so why it is go to of I naught comma C, because after this dot terminal C is there. So C tends to C dot non-terminal C. You see here C dot non-terminal C comma. What is the look ahead symbol? C comma D, C or D. Then after this dot non-terminal C is there. Non-terminal C tends to dot terminal C non-terminal C slash C comma D. How the C comma D came is, so the go for your parent production rule, that this is the parent production rule. Now the dot is here. When you move this dot here, what is the next position? No symbol is there. So what is the look ahead for the parent production? This C comma D. So that will be included here. The same thing applicable to C tends to dot D comma C comma D. So this is the new production rule. That's why it's mentioned as I3. Then go to of I naught comma D. So before this D dot is there. So go to of I naught comma D. C tends to D dot comma C or D. So it will belongs to the state I4. Okay. Then next thing to go to of I1 comma X equal to null, where X equal to S non-terminal S, non-terminal C, terminal C and terminal D. Why I1 comma X equal to null means, you see here the I1 state S dash tends to S dot. After this dot there is no symbol. So so there is no production rule, no symbol in the production rule. So we cannot expand further. So it is mentioned as null. The next thing is we have to identify go to operation for I2. So now the go to operation for I2 comma non-terminal C. You see here I2 comma non-terminal C. Why it is mentioned as non-terminal C is because in the first production rule, after that non-terminal C comes here. So S tends to non-terminal C dot comma dollar. So it is mentioned as the state 5. It's a unique production. So it is mentioned as state 5. So now I2 go to of I2 comma terminal C. So C tends to terminal C dot non-terminal S comma dollar, as it is mentioned here. And after this dot non-terminal C is there. Again you can expand non-terminal C. Non-terminal C tends to dot terminal C non-terminal C comma dollar. How the dollar comes here? Because go to the product production, when you shift this dot to one position right hand side, the dot will be present here. After this no symbol is there. So what symbol present on the parent production as the lookout symbol, that will be mentioned here. Then C tends to dot D comma